You know, guys, I'm getting real sick and tired of these college football fanboys that will just continue to defend this game to the death, to the death. Like a lot of these people have more loyalty to this game than their actual kids, than their actual women that they have in their life or their boyfriends. Doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. You guys know what I'm trying to say, but like it's insane the amount of loyalty that these college football fanboys will have towards this game. Yet these are the same people that are right now criticizing Madden 25 for the game looking boring, for looking as literally as dull and just looks like a replica of Madden 24. And I'm like, you people are extremely blind. And then when you call out when you call out this game for its faults, you get nothing but criticism. You get nothing but excuses from these college football fanboys. And listen, like I said, I'm on the game right now. I'm playing the game. I put over 60 hours towards the game. I can enjoy a game but also point out its faults. Also, like because this game needs a lot of work. This game is a 7 out of 10, right? Listen, I don't like IGN too, but let me tell you something. I'm with IGN. Well, I forgot the person's name, but he hit it right on the button with this game's fault. This game has not just a couple faults. This game has a lot, and I mean a lot of faults. But the craziest part about, if you are a critic of this game, is the fact that you point out that this plays like an arcade game. This is not a simulation football game because simulation games are supposed to give you a much more realistic experience towards a football game. Yet, the response that you will always get from these fanboys is that this game does look realistic. And then when you tell them, well, how does this game look realistic? They will show you a highlight clip and this is on Twitter. They will show you a clip of a certain individual that's juking 11 players, right? Right. The most infamous clip that's going on right now is Quinshawn Jenkins. And if you own this game, you know what I'm talking about. Quinshawn Jenkins is literally juking the entire team. He doesn't even do it in real life. I hardly see Quinshawn Jenkins using a spin move at all, right? I mean, like I said, to be fair, I'm not that big of an Ole Miss watcher. I've watched him against Bama a couple times. I've seen him against some other teams here and there. So maybe he does use the spin move a crap ton of times. Maybe he does juke out an entire team with one spin move because they gave him a platinum spin move, which is literally broken. He is banned from you're banned from even using him in tournaments because of how broken that spin move is and how fast, and literally by using a spin move, he literally will accelerate. He will go through what do you call it? A speed bump. Like he'll get like a speed bump or a speed boost. I'm sorry, that's what it's called, a speed boost by just doing that spin move. But it's crazy to me that when you point that out and you say, oh, well, that I don't think that's really realistic. That's not realistic at all. They'll show you the highlight of a player juking out an entire team. So let's go with that. Let's go with the fact that players will that all of a sudden, okay, yeah, players can juke out an entire team, right? Because let me tell you, I played football, I can tell you that, hey, I've seen a player juke out a team. I've seen it. I've played against it, and it sucks. Does it happen every single play? No, it doesn't happen every single play, but those moments do happen. But you know what else it also happens in? It happens in the National Football League. You will have certain players juke out 5, 6, 7 defenders. I can show you a bunch of clips of that happening too. My point is that why aren't you using this excuse with Madden? Why don't you ever defend Madden like this? Because it happens in the National Football League as well, people. These broken plays, these abilities, right? Which is a new concept, by the way, which was created by Madden developers, which is now in this game. Why don't you ever defend Madden? Oh, but you don't do that because it's not college football. This is the problem. College football fans are so I mean, they are in love with this game. They're not even, no, I can't even say they're in love with the game. They're in love with the sport. They're in love with the idea of the return of something that they had in their hands that they previously had for 11 years ago, and now they got it back. And anybody that makes any sort of criticism on this game, they are hated. Because we are called spoiled. Nothing is good enough. We just got it back. Why would you criticize something that we just got back? They are so afraid with the game disappearing again that they will do whatever it takes, including, by the way, flagging down my video, trying to flag down my video, right? Which, again, I'm not a popular YouTuber. I only have like 5K subs, but it's to a point where my video is getting flagged by some of these fucking college football fanboys because I called out the inaccuracy, which is Dynasty. I called out Dynasty. Which Dynasty's, I'm playing it right now. It's my favorite mode in the game, but I can call it out because Dynasty it's not deep. Dynasty is, I think it's broken, to be honest with you. But this is what I'm talking about with these college football fanboys. They will go at every single length to defend this game. And it's a shame. It is such a damn shame. That honestly, I don't see this game taking an I can't see this game taking a large leap. I can't see this thing taking an exponential growth because the fans will hold this game back, and that is what put Madden in this position. Why Madden is hated because again, when we didn't have college football and we just had Madden, we had a bunch of Madden fanboys that would defend the game at whatever cost. Now it's to a point now where Madden hardly has any defenders. And the crazy part is this is the year where I think the Madden defenders should be showing up because the gameplay between Madden 25 and College Football 25 are so damn similar to each other, which makes sense. They're working in the same studio down the hall from each other. They're going to take notes. They're gonna copy some things from each other. It happens. You think Madden 25 and a 360 and NCAA 14 were the exact same game, using the exact same engine. Just the only difference was the modes, the sound. Like the only differences were the feature modes. But the gameplay were extremely identical to each other, just like how Madden 25 and College Football 25 are literally the exact same game from a gameplay perspective. But yet, the Madden fanboys are dead because there's nothing to defend anymore because of the past years where the game has been shit. You couldn't defend it. And I promise you, the exact same thing will happen with this game. Where we could have had an opportunity to try to make this game better, we decided to defend it so much that we let EA get away with their transgressions, and now the game sooner or later will probably be ending up in a state where it will look like Madden, where we can't where the fanboys can't defend the game that much anymore. And now we will not have one broken football game; we will have two broken football games that will earn billions of dollars per year, and there's nothing we can do about it. Nothing we can do about it whatsoever.